I had no intention of ever building a kayak or any kind of a boat over in Italy. Well, the quartermasters, you can go down there and you can find things that you need. I looked right over there, and there was a big roll of canvas. And I said, "What in the world are you using that for?" He says, "I don't know. You want some of it?" "Yeah, roll out 15 feet. So he rolled out 15 feet. He says, "Do you have a board, big 15-foot board, 1 by 12, that doesn't have any knots in it?" He says, "Yes, we have one out back here." So I says, "Bring it out." Of course, I was a staff sergeant myself. Loaded up that stuff and said, "Where are we going to build it?" I says, "Right on that roof." So we got the ropes and pulled that stuff up on the roof. Screws, we had everything we needed to build that thing. So we had to rip that 1 by 12. We ripped these into a quarter of an inch by 2 inches. We had a hand saw, and we did a very good job of sawing them. Then we had a 2 by 2, which was the keel. So we fixed our keel up there to attach the ribs to, get our screws out, and in one day we put that kayak canoe together. So we went down there and we put it in the bay, and we drove that thing up and down. Leroy Webster was my buddy, and we built that together. And it worked perfectly, except for one thing. We didn't take into consideration that we didn't have as much weight in that boat, and all of a sudden as we started back, why, whang, it just went right over. And here we were. Hey, we were quite a little ways from shore. We started back, and so we were trying to swim with it into shore with the wind blowing against us. So we were chugging away there. Finally, I just reached up like that and take another stroke, and my hand landed on something hard, and it was a rowboat. The Italians were coming out to rescue us. So we all got into that boat, and we got our kayak in, and we didn't lose anything. It took us into shore, and then we solved that problem. We had a gunny sack full of sand and put it in the bottom of that, and we never had to worry about tipping over any after that. We sailed all over this bay. We went 5 miles up there, and the shoreline along there, villages along there. So we sailed down that way, and then we turned around and we sailed back.